Hello, hello, hello. How are we friggin' doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are getting the shed set up. Bing, bang, boom. Get some lighting in here. Oh, you know what, guys? That was a brother passing by, and your boy needs some keys. So, let's go grab some keys for the bicycletta. My wheel locked, and I can't even move my bike now. Hi, hairy girl. That's another thing, too. Okay. Frisbee chick, frisbee chick. Belly is a frisbee chick. Drop it. Good girl. There we go. Now we got some keys. Now we are ready to move this chick. We're gonna have to clean her up too. We already know the deal. We already know the deal. I got my dog's hairbrush out here. We're gonna brush up the pooch as well. But what is up? How are we doing? Let me see, Bailey. Come here. Call me. Good girl. This dog is getting her winter coat ready to rock and roll. She is shedding like it is her job. She is shedding like it's her job. Jeez. We're just gonna do a quick brushing, okay? Real quick, Baileys. That's it. You know what? I gotta do this somewhere else. We'll do this a different time. I'm gonna get hair all in the shed now if I do this. Okay. That's it. That's out of the window. Oh, what's up there, my boy? How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing on this freaking fantastic Wednesday? Oh, you know what, guys? I did realize I do have a garbage bag in here, so I could just throw this hair in the garbage bag that I literally did 2 swipes with. God. Golly. Girl, you got hair all right. Try and make the woman happy, you know, when she gets home. Have a nice brush the dog. Hello, hello. What's up there, Amir? My boy Adonis? How we doing? I'm great. I am freaking fantastic. You already know. You should know more than anybody else. Every time I go live, I'm in a great mood. Great mood when I go live because I get to hang out with you guys. What's better than that? Oh, yep, there's a big clump of hair that just came on into the shed. Oh, she came back out. We're good. We're good. I'm from Turkey. Turkey, Turkey, Turkey. That's nice. I like that. I'm getting people from all over the place. We got Turkey, Australia. 600cc, buddy. cbr600. All right, we're not doing this right now. I'm not brushing the dog right now. That was a failed idea that I had there, guys. Because I'm not feeling up to it. But what I am feeling up to is cleaning up this bike. Just a little bit. And I did mean to bring out another microfiber, but I forgot. This one's still good. But I don't know what this is on here. I hope it's just water. Huh. Alright, well, whatever it is. It cleaned up nice. I never put this carbon piece on like a silly goose, so you know, it'd be nice to have it taken care of at least. Alright, we know that's good. That's good, that's okay. We're gonna clean this Jimmy Johnson up like we always do. You know, we gotta give you guys something good to look at. Can't have you guys looking at a dirty bike. My bike is a Ducati 999. Yes, sir. Ducatis are where it is at. Can't go wrong with a nice little Italian-made motorcycle. Especially a duck. Can never go wrong with a duck. Except when you gotta fix parts. That's the only time. Just like the Beamers. They're all fun and games till you gotta start paying the price. But you gotta pay to play, right? That's the way the cookie crumbles. That is the way the cookie crumbles. Nothing is free. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with a little spit shine, right? Just a little spit shine. Ringle, ringle, ringle. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. I did the front last night, so I got all the dead bugs off the front. For the most part. That's a whole nother thing. Hey bro, I was looking for this one. Yeah, you want to be a CBR boy? A little cbr600 boy? I respect that, I respect that. There's nothing wrong with a little CBR action. There we go. Bring it over a little bit. I can grab my freaking funnel. That's probably what was leaking on that carbon fiber part, actually, now that I think about it. It was probably my oil funnel that I have in a bag. That was just leaking out that I didn't realize, like a silly goose. Like a silly goose. Give it a rev. The bike is not on, my boy. Sorry, we ain't doing revs until the end of the stream. That's how we do it over here. Just want to make sure nothing looks like it loosened up back here between my lowering link and my exhaust. I do gotta go through this though, guys. I gotta reposition this exhaust. I gotta bring it up a little bit, but we're gonna do that in the middle of the winter because we're gonna rip all these plastics off. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're gonna do underneath these plastics, so I'll worry about readjusting that later on. But it's okay for now. That's just me being anal. My week has been fantastic, gaming fan. How has your week been? We're almost at Friday. It's been a beautiful week over here. So we are just living life. Living life. Who just texted me? Oh. What is happening right now? My phone is tweaking. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're good. My phone was trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. We don't need that. We did not need that. I don't get good Wi-Fi connection out here, so I'm not trying to deal with that. We are not trying to deal with that. What do you think about my channel and comments? I mean, like, I haven't checked your channel out, my boy. I think this is the second time you popped in live, but yeah, I'll check your channel out. I'll see what it's all about, my boy. I don't really do gaming or much, so I couldn't really give you my opinion on it because I don't know how other gamers have their stuff set up. At least that's what it says from your name, GT Gaming Fan. So I'm assuming you do some sort of gaming content. That's just an assumption, though. Oh, man. Brake fluid, we're still good. We're almost at 6,100. I just wanted to check brake fluid. Brake fluid's still good in that front reservoir. Rear reservoir, we are pretty good. We're about half. I want to just run all new coolant through this, though. I'm going to put all new... Drain all the brake fluid, put all new brake fluid in. Coolant, I want to drain coolant as well. Put all new coolant in. Just kind of something I want to start doing every year. Keep maintenance up on this thing. I also need to clean that up because there's a lot of crap built up right there that I don't like. We want that. We want that bye-bye. Oh yeah, baby. That's a big difference. Only problem is, can't really get... Oh, there we go. Oh man, that makes a nice difference. That rag's gotta go garbage. This rag is officially finito, boys. No mas. She's leaving the chat. Got my hands a little dirty, but good thing I'm wearing work pants. Oh. Who don't love oil on their hands, man? Who don't love that? Sure, we got no front fork fluid, nothing leaking out. You know, these are the things that you guys got to keep an eye on if you guys want to ride. Jeez, my rat eater is eating alive, I'll tell you that much. This one's pretty good too. I don't see any fluid anywhere, which means we got good front forks. We got good front forks. Tire life in the front, we're pretty much Gucci. I'll probably end up getting a new front tire in the beginning of the season. This back tire is freshy. She'll be good. We gotta get some wheel stands. We gotta get some pipple stands for this chick. We don't want to get no flat spots or anything over the winter, you know. So we might have to do a little investment and get some of those pipple stands. Boy's gotta clean his hands. I hate oil. I hate oil on my hands. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I gotta bring a new microfiber out here. Anyways, so we're all happy now. We are all happy now. There we go. All right. Oh yeah. See, now my hands aren't oily. That's more like it. Oh, Mancuso is Italian. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I subbed the Goofy G tag. To me, yes. There you go, boys. There you go, boys. That's what the community is about. We're all just chilling. There's room for everybody at the top. Ain't nobody gotta be greedy. Found a spider web. I don't like spiders. We need that gone. A little friggin' spider egg sac. We don't want that. We don't need that. That is gonna say Saya freaking Nara. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it is a gorgeous outside today, guys. It is freaking fantastical. I'm waiting for some homies to answer because we are trying to ride. We need to enjoy this weather because this weather is key riding weather. Key riding weather for sure. Man, I always sit back at this angle too, and I always see all these random spots that are dirty that annoy me, and I'm just, we don't need to do it. We don't need to deal with that right now. I'll deal with that after. The bike's always gonna get dirty. Oh. You're a good girl, Bailey. She's just giving me the typical stare down with her frisbee. What a good girl, though. What a good girl. There was something I wanted to do when I was out here to the bike. I just don't remember exactly what it was that I wanted to do. Oh, God. We are going to check this out, though. Make sure that my kickstand didn't loosen up because apparently my kickstand likes to loosen. So, we're going to avoid that. As my sockets fall out. We love that too. I know it's this and that. Pretty sure it was an 8. Pretty sure. Wow, not even loose today. Wow. I mean, I did tighten it up crazy the last time that it went loose, so there's that. Yeah, we don't need that sticker on there either. That sticker is gone. Okay. I was thinking about readjusting my shifter point, but we don't want to deal with that. Because I was debating on going to MotoGP shift, but there's really no need. That's me just being anal boy. Just wanted to try it out. I don't think I want to, though. I think we'll do that next season because I'm going to get a whole new shifter and anything. New shifter, I gotta get a new brake lever. I'm gonna get new rear sets. Probably gonna change out all my rotors. Brake pads are gonna get changed out. Rims are gonna get pulled off and cleaned. Jeez, I could just keep on going. I could just keep on going. My week was rainy. No rain. We don't like rain. We don't like rain, my boy. We have been good over here, though. I have not had to worry about rain this week. Is the CBR a good pick over ZX6R coming off a 450? I think that is definitely a personal preference. I'm a Honda boy, so I'm going to tell you to go CBR, but that's just me. That's my personal preference. But I know the ZX6s are pretty good bikes as well. I would just look into them. Make sure you, you know, you're getting what you pay for. But I know the Hondas are reliable, so that's why I'm a Honda boy. Wow, nice bike, dude. In Indonesia, available CBR 150cc engine type K44 like you had. Okay, okay. I respect that. And you're from Indonesia. That's what's up. My boy rolling up in here. I'm Yamaha R6. Yeah, everybody's got their own liking. It definitely comes down to personal preference because it is your bike. This is going to be the bike that you're riding every day or whenever you do ride it. You're going to be the one who's paying for it. So I would definitely just get something that you like. But if you rode 450s, I think you should be fine hopping on any 600 you want. It's just a personal preference. I just know the new ones had didn't they have shifter problems? I know they have quick shifters. I'm pretty sure they had quick shifter problems. And I'm CBR lovers in Indonesia. Yes, sir. Hey, man. It don't matter where I live. I'm going to be a CBR lover till the day I die. Them Hondas, they do it right, man. Between looks, colors, and performance, pretty good to me. I mean, Hondas might not be the fastest bikes, but they definitely are some of the most reliable and best looking bikes, in my opinion. So I'm not upset with the Honda. I'm not upset being a little Honda boy. I was racing with a Honda bike in my sim. What sim? What sim are you playing? That's pretty dope. I wish they made like a Forza, but for bikes. You know, I'm a big Forza guy. I like playing Forza, but you know, they don't have one for freaking motorcycles. And I love the gameplay of Forza because Forza is pretty lit. I love the graphics on it. Ride 4. I've heard of that game actually. I have heard of it. I don't know nothing about it. Like I said earlier, I don't really play too many games or anything anymore. I used to, but now we are just all YouTube. That is what I do with all my free time. I just be editing videos and making TikToks and shorts, and yeah, it's just, it never ends. It never ends. They have Crew 2, which has bikes. I've definitely heard of those games. I definitely have heard of them, but I just never personally played them. Not personally. I always need to clean under here. I just can't wait to have this carbon. Man. Just annoying because I always forget to clean it, but it always gets dirty because, you know, this is the back of the bike. And where I sit, I get to see this, and it annoys me so much. So much. Yeah, that makes me happier. At least now I don't have to look at dirt right there as I'm sitting here hanging out with you. Y'all. Oh, yeah, see, that's better. That's more like it. That is more freaking like it. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I can't wait to rip this thing apart in the winter and really go to town on this thing. This thing, we are going to clean her up like she has never been cleaned up before. The cleaning of a lifetime is what we're going to do. I did want to check here. It's getting a little windy out there. It's getting a little windy out there. Boy just wanted to make sure he's got all his paperwork, which we do. We do. So we are good. We are good. You know, it's just a little thing sometimes. You just gotta make sure. And we got a little puck for when we park in the dirt, sand. We got a little puck to put down so the bike don't go friggin' see you later, sayonara. Everything we need is back there. Oh, I see a spider on my rear rim. I see a friggin' spider. Oh my god, he's a jumper. I can see him on the phone too, that's funny. Alright, I have a dirt bike, Honda cbr600rr, but I'm crashed last weekend, so I need to change my handlebar and front ram. God damn, my boy. Was it a bad crash? I mean, you're alive, you're good. But that sucks. You bent your front rim, you destroyed your front rim and your handlebars. I guess it could be worse, right? It could be worse. Better than your frame snapping or anything like that. Oh man, the sun just disappeared. And I got a nice chill in the boy's body over here. Woo! I'm good? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you're good. Bikes are replaceable, so who cares about the bike, even though it sucks. Bikes are always replaceable, parts are replaceable, but you're not, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Well, this weather's gonna play bipolar for me today, huh? The sun's right on back out now. Warm me up, Buttercup. Warm me up, Buttercup. What do we think? I think we're gonna have to do a cold start here in a minute. Your boys are gonna have to warm up a little bit. Get my hands a little crisp up. You know what I'm saying? Get the bike warm. Get her up to temp. Hang my phalanges in front of her for a minute. We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that. Plus, I did put oil in over the weekend. Didn't really ride, but then I went for a ride yesterday and the day before. So I like just checking it every time I go out for a ride. Just to know, you know, it is a sport bike. It's not gonna burn off oil that quickly, but I'm an anal person. I like to make sure I'm safe and my engine is safe at all times. And this spider is about to get booted to the curb. See you later. Adios. Sayonara. You don't pay rent. You gotta hit the curb, my boy. Oh, my boy had to hit the curb. What is the deal? I'm not even gonna press buttons. Because I'm gonna start pressing buttons and then things are gonna start happening and we're good. We don't need to do that. Oh. Start pulling. No, I'm good. I like your garage. I'm dreaming to have a garage like this, man. This ain't nothing. This is just a little Home Depot special shed. Just enough to store the bike and you know, all my parts and all my crap that I need to keep out of the elements. But I do carpentry, so I definitely plan on building a nice shed one day soon. Hopefully over the winter. Over the winter we can get some funds saved up, and then I can build a nice shed right here when once the nice weather rolls back around after the winter. That's the plan. I want to make something to where I can have more storage, preferably higher up. Do not like a 2-story, but I would have you know, a ceiling, a nice roof on it, opened up to where I can store all my bins and stuff, so I can make some more room, go a little bit wider. You know, make it to where I can at least fit 2 to 3 bikes at most, because we definitely plan on getting bikes in the future. So, you know, if I'm gonna build the shed, build it to a reasonable size. So, plan on doing that. Like I said, making it a little bit taller so I can store stuff on the top, make room for bikes. I can get, you know, at least one bike jack in there, like a little bike stand rack. So whatever bike I'm working on at the moment, I can put it on that, and then just get a couple more tools back here because I'm kind of confined with what I got. I mean, I still got room for a little bit more, but the whole back of the shed's pretty much my power washer setup because I do power washing in the summer. So I got my whole power washer with all my chemicals and stuff, and then all my bike stuff's on the shelf right on top of it that you guys can see, like the rag and stuff. But everything under here, that's all my power washing equipment. And then other than that, that's just all my tools. And then you got all my storage over here. I got a box and a bin over here with all my fairings and my rims. And then over there I got my front forks and my rear subframe. And then that's pretty much me capped out. But it's annoying because we got these sidewalls on both sides, which kills some room, but it's structural. So we're gonna build this shed up. This is perfect for now, though. At least it's something. It's something and it works. But these things suck because this thing leaks water every once in a while. But we'll get there, boys. We'll get there. Nothing's cheap. Nothing's free. But we got coverage. Yeah, you need a bike jack, bro. Yeah, I mean, I have a system for jacking this bike up, but an actual bike stand is so much better. So much better. Especially with everything that I'm going to be doing over the winter, I kind of need I need something. I definitely need something. Build the shed, put rocks down, not concrete. You don't need a permit. No, I don't need a permit where I'm at. I got a nice plan on what I'm gonna do for it. So, just getting the funds together. You know, it ain't cheap. Luckily, at least I can build it myself. I know how to build, but it's just getting the material. You know, definitely gonna be a couple $1,000, but you're gonna do it. You gotta do it right. At least that's how I do it. I ain't gonna cheap out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one way, the right way, and that's that. I think it's a good plan. I think so. But hey, things change. You never know. Next summer might roll around and we might end up having a completely different plan. So, but I don't think so, because that's definitely I need to make some room back here, especially because over the winter is when you know, I can't really be riding this bike, but I still gotta be making content. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of working on the bike. Pretty much how we started the channel is how we're gonna get back to it in the winter. This thing's gonna be back in pieces. It's gonna look like a freaking turd, but when we're back on the road next season, that's a different story. I just can't wait to see my vision come to fruition, because I have a very nice vision for this bike, I think, and I'm just very excited to do it. And I gotta get some freaking headlights too. That's a bullet that I'm not trying to buy right now. I'm not trying to pay for some freaking headlights, because of course the headlights that I want are about $1,000 just for lighting. But just looks so good. Just looks so good. Sounds like you have it all figured out. That's half it, man. Yeah, that's half the battle for sure. New to the channel, I will keep watching my dude. Yeah, definitely check the freaking channel out, my boy. Sub. And you know, I post 2 long form videos a week on top of shorts. I post a short every single day. So the channel is definitely active. We do live streams Monday through Friday, just to try and you know, keep in touch with you guys, the subscribers. You guys are the ones who keep the channel rolling, so I like to keep you guys in the loop. I like coming out here and chatting with you guys for a couple hours every day, just so I can, you know, when I see you guys' names pop up, I can kind of, you know, I know who you guys are. Especially if you guys like comment on videos and stuff. It's cool to see you guys come over from the lives to the actual channel. So, but yeah, we're here. We're active. We are just vibing though. Just got the same bike. What mods do you recommend? Shit, man, you don't got to do nothing to this bike. You definitely don't have to do anything, but I would throw an exhaust on it for sure. Other than that, you guys should know the deal. The more the more parts you put onto it, the more issues you're gonna run into. Plus, if you have a newer model like me, you got to get it tuned just to be safe. You're always better off getting everything tuned to the bikes, which means you should really just do all the parts at once if you're gonna do anything, and then just get a tune for it. But I would say at least get an exhaust so you can hear yourself, on the bike. Other than that, everything else, you don't really need to do anything. Everything else is all just, it's really just up to you, honestly. But I plan on I already have a full exhaust on this bike, so I'm pretty much settled. I just need to have my buddy that has a welding shop. I'm going to have him just do some permanent welds on it because it's kind of like a slip-on exhaust. One pipe's a little bit smaller, the other one's a little bit bigger, so they slip onto each other, and I just don't, I'm not an exhaust leak type of guy, so I'm gonna have him weld that up. But obviously that's all gonna be over the winter when I break down this whole bike. So, but I'm pretty much just gonna be doing that and then bringing it all back together from there. So I was waiting to have my exhaust completely finished before I get her tuned. Yeah, I already did that. The only problem I only have with applying full throttle, the bike hesitates a little bit. I don't know why. Tune, my boy. All tune. Like I just said, these are newer bikes. You can't just throw parts on them and they don't just adapt to it. You gotta actually get the bike tuned. Somebody's gotta crack into the ECU and retune the bike for fueling and all that stuff. So that's 100% why your bike is hesitant on full throttle, without doubt. But there's you could always get the power commanders. I know the power commanders are like just plug and play, but I like to do dyno tunes. I like somebody that's actually gonna sit there and ride my bike for an hour, just doing pulls, getting down, just regular riding when I'm not full balls to the wall. I just feel like it's a more dialed in tune when you get it on a dyno because they're going to go through all the parameters of it. They're going to ride the bike as if you're normally just riding around town, to where it shifts nice and everything's good when you're just driving slow. But then when you're doing full throttle pulls, they have that dialed in. So I'd rather just pay the extra couple bucks and throw it on a dyno. Plus you get numbers, then you actually legitimately know exactly how much horsepower, torque you're making, which it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's just, at least for me, this is a 600cc, so it's like, I ain't out here trying to fight for 180 horsepower, because then we just go get liter bikes. But it's just good to know, at least. I know this bike makes, I think, 120 stock. So, you throw a full exhaust on it and you get it tuned, I'm sure you probably get 2-3 horsepower out of it. Yeah, I'm a Gixxer guy, but got into CBR, an amazing bike, gonna stretch it, lol. Yeah, I was a Gixxer boy too. I started out on a cbr600, I think it was in 1998, and then that was carbureted. I didn't want to deal with that. Nobody wanted to work on that bike, so I got rid of that. And then I got a 2001 Gixxer 600. That bike was nice. I had motor issues, so I rebuilt the whole motor. Once I finished the rebuild, I sold that, and we grabbed this. So now we're on that 2024 John. But, this is only, like I just said, this is only a 600. There's no need for me to do anything crazy with this bike. I might mess around with the sprocket, but I ain't gonna stretch this bike. I ain't gonna do nothing crazy. Not until later on. Once this channel makes it, and I'm full-time for the channel, and I don't have to work a legitimate job, we're gonna boost this thing. We're gonna throw a fat turbo on this 600. We're gonna be doing something a little bit different, just a little bit different, switching up the game. Pissing off people. Why would you turbo a 600? It makes no sense. You should have boosted 1,000. Well, you exactly just stated why I did it. Everybody boosts 1,000 cc's. Why can't we do it to a 600? And then bring it on a track? Shit, my boy. A boosted 600 on the track, 600's already perfect for the track. So you throw a turbo kit on a 600, you could keep up with leader bikes in the straights, and then on the corners you're still following. You're still friggin' cooking. Just followed. You have a great day. Thank you so much for the word. See you soon. Yes, sir. I appreciate you subbing to the channel, my boy. We go live Monday through Friday, and we post a long form video every Tuesday and every Saturday. So definitely stay tuned. Turn that bell notification on so you can get updated whenever I go live or videos get posted. But I appreciate you, Miguel. I appreciate you coming in here and chatting with your boy. That's why I do it. I'm just in here to meet you guys. You know, when I post a video, you know, you guys pretty much just comment on a video referring to that video. But when I go live, you know, I get to actually sit here and I get to talk to you guys. I get to hear what you guys ride. I get to hear about your guys' life, you know. That's why I like going live, because you actually get to communicate with the people that are watching your videos instead of just looking at you guys' numbers and you know, that's kind of what all I see from my end of the channel. It's just numbers, sadly. And I don't look at you guys as numbers. You guys are all my homies. So that's why we go live. We come over here and we just hang out and we make friends. Oh my God, Miguel with the 99 cents? My boy, you did not have to do that. Much freaking love. That is what is up, my boy. I appreciate you big time, Miguel. I hope I see more of your name popping into these streams, and comment on the boys' videos so I can show you some love. I appreciate it. I really do. This is what it's all about, though. You know, this is why I like doing this. I'm not doing, not the money wise. I'm not doing lives for money. I'm not asking you guys for a single penny. That's all from the kindness of your heart. I just like interacting with you guys. I like chatting with you guys. I mean, how many actual big time YouTubers do you guys know that actually go live on their YouTube account multiple times a week to just hang out with their community? I mean, I follow a lot of people on YouTube, especially big motorcycle content creators that have over millions of subscribers, or at least close to 1 million subscribers. And to be honest, man, I really never see any of them go live. And if they do, it's like a video. You know, they're not just like going live to just chat. They're going live and they're doing a full video about it, pretty much. So, you know, I don't like to do all that. I like to just hang out. I just like hanging out. I like freaking chatting with y'all. I like getting to know you guys, and that's it. That's the end of my freaking rant. We're done with that. But I appreciate you, Miguel. Appreciate you coming in here, hanging out for a couple minutes, asking a couple questions, and then dropping $1 off like that. Homies vibing. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, I don't do this for the money. I'm not asking you guys to sub to the channel. I'm not asking you guys to donate anything. I'm just here hanging out, just here chatting, trying to learn more about my community, because you guys help me out. You know, I like coming live too because I can ask you guys questions. I can see what kind of content you guys want to see. I can you know, ask you guys things that you know, is gonna only help the channel. So it's cool. It's cool being able to interact with y'all. And we're gonna hit some of this bug guts in the front. We're gonna hit some bug guts in the front. No way. What is that from, brother? Good thing that's not in the paint. It's like somebody scuffed the friggin'... Somebody with black scuffed this up. My boy. I don't have anything black. My helmet ain't black. No way. No way. See, that's one thing I hate about white. That is the one thing I hate about the white. Is you just quite literally see every imperfection. You stand back, it looks great. It looks great from a mile away. But once you get close, you start seeing all the imperfections in the paint, or paint chips, or just, oh man, I hate it. All the dead bugs. If you got any scratches whatsoever, that's that. I need to get like a legitimate bug remover though. I wonder if they make that. I wonder if they make some sort of chemical that is a good bug remover. Because the bugs love the front end. I don't know if it's because the front end's white. I don't know if it's because of the headlight. But, man, do the bugs love the front end, especially my helmet, the visor. They love it. They love it. And I hate it. They love it. I hate it. Not fair. Not cool. No thank you. Damn. Nobody's trying to ride today, I guess. I texted a couple homies. Nobody's answering. What year is that beast? That beast is a 2024, my boy. 2024 cbr600rr. You can never forget the double R, because the double R is the whole reason that it's a friggin' R. It's not the triple though. You know, we'll have a Fireblade and then we'll have the triple R and then we'll be friggin' roaring. I wonder too, now that I'm thinking about it, I've got the old school 900RR. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's nothing wrong with a little old school Honda, my boy. There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's actually funny, I met somebody over the weekend last weekend that was talking about one. Because he was asking me about my bike and he was saying he used to have a 900. I think that's so funny. No matter of a week, two people. Can't make that up. That you can't. Apparently I got a blister. So sorry if I just went quiet. I'm picking this living thing out of my finger. I don't even know how I got a blister, but I'll take it. It's pristine. The Fireblade is the granddaddy. The Fireblade is Papa. Fireblade is life. I would love to have a Fireblade. One day though. One day. I want the same colorway too. The white Fireblade, not the red one. Oh man, I love them. I love them. Again, may not be the fastest 1000cc bike, but jeez, do they look good to me. I think they are honestly one of my favorite looking leader bikes. I hate to say it. I mean, there's definitely other bikes that are faster, but it must just be my heart. I'm just a Honda boy at heart. I just love them. I mean, look at it. I got a 600 and I love it. So you give me a Fireblade, man. Mine's full red. Okay, there you go. With the Yoshi, okay, I respect that. I have the original. This is my original fairings. So I got that Honda red, but sadly, you know, somebody took me off the bike last year. So we had to obviously buy new fairings because mine were toasted. So we brought back an old colorway, you know? We brought back, I think this colorway is from 2012 or 2013, this colorway is from. So it's kind of cool to have a new bike but an old colorway, because people are always so confused because they'll see me at like bike meets and stuff and they'll be like, huh, isn't this front end from the newer bikes? Did you just do like a front end conversion? I'm like, no, it's actually 2024, but I did the body kit or the colorway from the 2012 cbr600s because I think it looked better. The red bike just kind of like under the sunlight and cleaned, it is very metallic-y. It looks great, but the white stands out so much more. With the red and the blue, the white makes everything pop a lot more. Ouch, you had a low side with the collision. Yeah, I was on my way to work at 6 o'clock in the morning on the highway, and you know, I was in the left lane on the highway. Somebody was in the middle lane next to me, and they decided that they didn't want to use a blinker and they didn't want to look in their mirrors and or over their shoulder, and just came right into my lane without looking. And obviously, you know, I was right there, and you know, we were doing a good 75-80 miles an hour on the highway, and he hit me right at my front tire. So, you know, I went for a nice dive. Let's just say I definitely tumbled a good couple football fields. I definitely went at least a good 2 football fields for sure. But we're alive. We're blessed. The bike survived. I survived, and that's it. That's all I can ask for. That is all I can ask for. God was looking out for me that day because I probably shouldn't be alive. Just for the slide. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how you dress when somebody hits into you. Doesn't really make much of a difference. But I preach it all the time. You dress for the slide, not for the ride. It's all fun and games to look good on your bike, but when you go down, I care less how I look as long as I'm alive. And then there's other people that literally only ride around in tracksuits, which also just is this very safe, but I couldn't imagine riding around in a tracksuit all day. Drivers are so oblivious, especially on their way to work. I mean, that's the whole reason. It's, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. People are half asleep, just trying to get to work in the morning. There's traffic, and hey, it is what it is. Chalk it up to the game. I can't hate the player, hate the game. It's not, whatever. It is what it is. Just something you have to be cautious of when you're riding a bike. You just got to know that people on the road probably don't see you. Or at least that's how I ride. I just ride as if I expect nobody to see me. And I, that's just that. Because a lot of people are just glued to their phones, honestly, which is really annoying because it's like, you don't have to make for them it's a very, very small mistake, but you come up behind a biker at a red light and you come hit me from behind doing 10-15 miles an hour because you're texting on your phone. It's gonna fuck me up a lot more than it's gonna fuck your car up, and really all you're gonna get out of it is a ticket, and depending on the damage, I might have to end up taking you to court. But it's just sad because people don't put that into perspective. They think it's just like a world of cars, which, yeah, majority of the world, people are out on cars, but there's people out there on bikes too. And when you get hit on a bike because of somebody else's stupidity, because they're not paying attention, it sucks because the person on the bike's paying the consequences, whether it's their fault or not. I'm the one who's taking the fall. We don't, like I said, it's not a car. I don't got 4 tires. I don't got metal body panels and metal frames and glass and airbags protecting me. It's just it's me in the free world. You hit a car hits you, it's ejecto cuz. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. That's just the way of the game when you want to ride. So that's kind of why I always have my head on a swivel. People always give me shit because I don't have mirrors, but honestly, I feel like mirrors make you feel like you're safe just looking out the mirror, and I'd rather look over my shoulder, I don't use mirrors. I took them off and I look over both my shoulders, and that just that's how I operate. I don't really care what anybody else says, but that's how I operate. It is what it is. But you always gotta be careful, man. Always gotta be careful on the bikes. They're freaking fun. They are freaking fun. But they're also freaking dangerous. And that's why we get them. That's why we love the bikes so much, is because they're freaking dangerous. And the adrenaline rush you get on a bike, at least to me, I don't really get much other things that give me that feeling other than snowboarding. Like when I go to Colorado and I'm ripping some double black mountains, that's probably the only time I get the adrenaline rush that I get that when I'm on like a bike. That's a good way to approach getting on your bike. Always remember, people aren't watching and most likely paying attention. I've always had someone pull out in front of me almost 100% of the time. Oh dude, I've practically every day I pull out of my block. I live right on like a main street. And every time I pull out of my block, I'm pretty much getting slammed on my brakes practically instantly because people don't know how to drive. Between people not knowing how to drive and people not paying attention, or people just not giving a flying fuck. But it's just sad. You literally have to be such a defensive driver on a motorcycle, and and people give us a bad rep. But it's like the only reason we act the way that we act is because of the people that are on the street driving with us. I'd rather drive like a dickhead fast and swerve in between cars so I'm not sitting around cars than to risk my life around people that are just completely just don't care about anybody but themselves. You know? I don't know. I won't sit at a red light. I'll cut right to the front of the red light. I don't care if a cop sees me. I'll take the ticket because I'm not sitting at the back of a red light behind 12 cars and somebody comes flying up because they're sitting on their phone and they slam into the back of me, and now I'm paying the consequences for some idiot, you know? I just I don't know. I'd rather just pay the price. I'd rather pay the price and deal with the legal issues than to lose my life or lose the ability to ever be able to ride a motorcycle again. I mean, it's just sad because I don't like to think about that about people, but I got forced into that situation firsthand. You know, I got taken off of my bike. I didn't choose to get taken off my bike, and so you know, it's just the game that we play. Can you lane split in your state? No, sadly we cannot. We cannot lane split. There's no lane filtering, nothing, none of that. So, you know, for the most time, cops, I feel like for the most part, cops are pretty understandable unless you're being a complete ass and you're doing like well over 100 miles an hour lane splitting. Then that's a different story. But for the most part, like if you're just filtering through traffic and you're not driving like stupid fast and you pass a cop, they're usually pretty chill about it. And I mean, like I said, I'll take the ticket. I'll never make the argument with an officer, but I always just tell them my point of view. And most of the time they really just they understand, dude. You know, they know. They're the ones who are getting called out to all these accidents, so but I don't even remember. I know Cali there's lane filtering or lane splitting. I don't know where else it's legal. Goofy, you're back? Yes, sir. How we doing? How we doing? We still here. We still here hanging out. What are we at? What are we at? We're at an hour almost? I'm sorry, you guys keep seeing my reflection. Hi. You guys keep seeing my reflection. My dog's making me play with her. So I'm just, you know, I'm hanging out with the pooch as well as hanging out with y'all. We can lane split at red lights up to the front row. Yeah, okay, so lucky you. I can't do that. Legally, technically, we can't do that, but I feel like cops, I mean, I've never done that in front of a cop. I feel like cops are usually more towards the highways and stuff, but yeah, I'd rather take the ticket than to get hit, I'll tell you that. And that's just me. That's just me. Nobody go do what I do because that's just how I live my life. But I wish we had some form of lane filtering or splitting or a bike lane. You know how they have like HOV lanes and like easy pass lanes and stuff. Like it'd be nice if they had like a bike lane. You know? Like between the middle, you know, right in the middle, they should just have a bike lane going both ways, both directions for bikers. I feel like that would be a pretty safe thing, but what do I know? What are you doing over there, girl? What is she doing? Yeah, we're free to ride in the HOV lane as well. Yeah, we can ride in the HOV. I agree. We can do that, but I think they should just make us a bike lane. What bike did you start out with? I started out with a 1998 Honda cbr600, but it was carbureted. So I used that bike for about half a season, and then I sold it, and I got a 2001 Gixxer 600, which was fuel injected. I had that for a season, and then I put that up for sale and grabbed this 2024 cbr600. So now we're Honda boys. Well, we started off a Honda boy, tried out a little Zuki life, a little Gixxer boy, And then when we came back to our roots, we went back to the Hondas. But yeah, technically my first bike was a cbr600, so. Okay. All right. I guess nobody wants to ride today. I'm gonna text one more person. That's gonna be my last one. Cause it is freaking beautiful, boys. It is beautiful. Okay, there we go. Thought we were froze for a second. We're back. We're back in action. We're back in action, baby. She finally put herself down. She's laying down now, which means I don't have to continue to stand and play frisbee. We love that. We freaking love that. We also love cold starts. I know I do. I sure know I do. What is that? Huh. I don't know. Oh no. Oh yeah. How much gas do we have? We're about 3/4. Oh yes. We love a cold start. Right at 5K. She shoots a flame every time at 5K. That's so funny. I love that. I love that. Alright, we're gonna let her get to operating temp. Want to check this oil level on her real quick. Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. Alright, she is pretty much at operating temp, so now we can let her cool down and we can check that freaking oil temp. Or oil level, actually, I mean. Not oil temp. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And I sit down and the sun goes by. Great. Great. Now I get to be chilly. What's your height? 5'7". 5'7", my boy. Woo! God damn. The shade's gonna be a killer. I wanna freeze now. What time is it? It's still early. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We just gotta, just a cloud that rolled in real quick. We're alright. We're alright. Yes, Bailey, you want to play frisbee? I understand. I understand. Huh. Oh. Come on, son. You need to come back out and play. We're getting chilly over here. Chili Manili, chili chimili, chili Manili, chili Manili. Jeez. What is going on? How are we freaking doing, baby? How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's 4:30 over here on a Thursday. Your boy's big chillin'. I got the pooch out here. She's big chillin'. We got the cbr600 out here. She's out here. She's big chillin'. And we're just vibing. Where are you guys at? What are you guys doing? What time is it for y'all? It is 4:25, which means I probably got another 20 minutes or so out here, and then your boys gotta go in and start cooking up. You get that din din, baby. You get that din din, baby. The yummy yummies. Oh, you did bring it back. Okay. Yep. I figured. Yeah, I should have known better. Sat down and got comfy. Should have known better. Should have known better. I should have known better. She's on a mission, this one too. Drop it. Good girl. There you go, Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak. You little Pipsqueak. Oh, Pipsqueak, you. Yo, Pipsqueak, you, girl. Drop it, girl. Good girl. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, wee, whoa. I'm gonna try and brush you again, Bailey. Definitely gonna try and brush you again. Let me see. Let's see this pooch. There she is. Drop it. Come here. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you right, girl. We're gonna get you right, girl. You got leaves in your hair. Oh my. Oh my. Hey, mama, stop. Brush is already full. Oh my gosh. You're really trying to get ready for the winter, huh? Oh my god. There's a lot of hair. There's a lot of hair. Holy macaroni. This dog really be dog hairing. Oh my. That's 2 passes with the brush. 2 passes with the brush, guys. We're gonna go for 3. Come here. I gotta get this side now. Stay. I can see all the hair flying off into the shed. Oh my god. Another one. Oh, Lord. She is definitely the hair monster, guys. We definitely have the hair monster here. I'm gonna shut this one door. Possibly eliminate hair flying in. Come here. Come on. Let me see. Okay, she thinks she could fool me. She thinks she could fool me. One throw and then you're getting you're getting brushed again. Stop. Good girl. Do another round. Stop. All right, you're done. That's it for now. These brushes just keep coming off fully loaded, guys. Every single brush. That was our 3rd one now, or our 4th one. Oh man, this dog. Get a German Shepherd, they said. You got so much hair, Queen, and it looks like I didn't even touch you. Oh my god, guys. Oh, I didn't even realize it. My screen protector is cracked at the top. So yeah, you guys get a little, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Come on. Oh my god, she's playing me right now, this dog. Come on. Such a scutch. Who's she playing? Who is she trying to play right now? One more. All your hair is flying off, going in the brush. I see it all hitting the shed. Alright, you're done. That's it. We're done here, guys. We're gonna finish off this live. Alright, you're done. Don't worry, Bailey. Drop it. That's it. We're done here. I'm not torturing you anymore, because all you're doing is just covering me in hair now. Sheesh. Alright guys, we're done here. We're finishing this live off. It wasn't a long one. Well, I guess it was pretty typical. About an hour. Anywhere from an hour to 2 hours we usually do. But I started a little later. I gotta go start cooking up the dinner for me and the fiance. And nobody's in here chatting with your boy anymore. So, that being said, that is gonna be the end of this live. But tomorrow is Friday. So, your boy will be live again tomorrow. And then obviously over the weekend, Saturday, I'll be posting a long form video. So even though I won't be live Saturday or Sunday, you guys still get a long form video on Saturday. Something to still keep you guys, you know, chugging along through the weekend. And then we will be back in action on Monday. So I hope you guys had fun during this live. And if you guys want to check the channel out, we post 2 videos a week, long form. We post a short every single day, and we do lives Monday through Friday. So definitely go check the channel out. Go see what the boy's all about. And I appreciate every single one of you guys coming in here and just hanging out and chatting. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and I hope everybody has a great weekend this weekend. Peace out, boys and ladies.